Welcome to your Gemini daily horoscope for April 28, 2025. I'm seeing a fascinating celestial picture for you today, with several significant planetary movements influencing your sign. Let's dive into what the stars have in store for you, Gemini. Today features an intriguing cosmic setup with Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a trine with Jupiter in Libra. This creates an exceptionally favorable energy pattern for communication, learning, and social connections, all areas where you naturally excel. The Mercury-Jupiter trine opens pathways for intellectual growth and brings opportunities for meaningful conversations that could lead to valuable insights or connections. Something particularly notable about April 28, 2025, is that Venus will be moving through your sign, enhancing your natural charm and attractiveness. With Venus in Gemini, you'll find yourself more magnetic than usual, drawing people to your witty conversation and quick intellect. This placement greatly favors social activities, creative pursuits, and romantic encounters. If you're single, this is an excellent day to put yourself out there, as your dual-natured Gemini energy combined with Venus's loving influence makes you especially appealing to potential partners. In the career sphere, Mars positioned in Aquarius forms a supportive sextile to your sun sign, providing an extra boost of innovative energy and determination. This aspect encourages you to approach professional challenges with fresh perspectives and bold ideas. Don't be surprised if colleagues or superiors take notice of your contributions today. The air sign connection between Aquarius and Gemini creates a natural flow of progressive thinking that serves you well in any collaborative environment. Financially, we have an interesting situation developing with Saturn in Pisces, forming a somewhat challenging square to your sign. This aspect calls for caution with spending and encourages more disciplined approaches to money management. You might feel a tension between your natural Gemini desire for variety and spending on multiple interests versus the need for fiscal responsibility. Consider this a gentle cosmic nudge to review your budget or financial plans before making significant purchases or investments. Health-wise, the moon in Cáncer on this day activates your second house of resources and physical comforts. This lunar position might make you more aware of your body's needs and how they connect to your emotional well-being. You could feel a stronger link between what you consume and how it affects your energy levels and mood. Hydration will be particularly important for you today, as the Cáncer moon increases sensitivity to fluid balance in the body. Pay attention to any emotional eating patterns that might emerge. Your mental energy will be particularly strong with the sun in Taurus, providing a grounding influence to your sometimes scattered Gemini thoughts. This is an excellent day for focusing on one project at a time instead of your typical multitasking approach. The Taurian energy helps you see things through to completion, which can be a welcome change from the usual Gemini tendency to start many projects but finish few. Relationships are highlighted today with the asteroid Juno forming a conjunction with your relationship sector. For those in committed partnerships, this brings an opportunity for deeper bonding and renewed commitments. Conversations about future plans with partners will be particularly productive. For single Geminis, this aspect might bring clarity about what you truly seek in a long-term relationship. A particularly significant aspect today involves Neptune in Aries forming a sextile to your sign. This unique placement combines Neptunian dreams and inspiration with Aries initiative, creating opportunities for you to actually pursue your creative visions rather than just thinking about them. Your imagination will be vivid, but you'll also have the drive to translate those ideas into reality, a powerful combination for any creative or spiritual pursuits. Pluto's position in Aquarius continues its longer-term transformative influence on your ninth house of higher learning, travel, and philosophy. Today's specific aspect with Mercury enhances your ability to communicate deep truths and see beyond surface appearances. You might have profound realizations about your life direction or purpose, particularly related to how you share your knowledge with others. Uranus in Taurus forms a semi-square to your sign today, creating a slight tension that manifests as restlessness or unexpected changes to your routine. While Gemini typically welcomes variety, the Taurian influence of Uranus here means changes might come in areas where you prefer stability. Remain flexible and remember that sometimes disruptions lead to better arrangements in the long run. The North Node in Pisces continues to guide your career path toward more compassionate and intuitive expressions of your talents. Today's specific alignment encourages you to trust your instincts regarding professional decisions rather than overthinking or analyzing every possibility something Geminis are prone to do. Chiron, the wounded healer, forms a supportive aspect to your sign from Aries, providing opportunities for healing communication patterns that might have caused difficulties in the past. This is an excellent day to address any lingering misunderstandings with loved ones or colleagues, as you'll have both the courage, Aries, and the verbal dexterity, Gemini, to navigate sensitive topics with grace. The asteroid Pallas Athena in Scorpio forms an opposition to your sign, creating an interesting dynamic around strategy and perception. You might find yourself engaged in situations requiring diplomacy and tactical thinking. This opposition encourages you to dive deeper beneath surface appearances, not always a Gemini's natural inclination, and understand the psychological motivations of others before forming opinions or taking action. Ceres in Leo activates your communication sector, bringing nurturing energy to your words and interactions. This placement helps you express care and support to others in ways that feel authentic and meaningful. Your natural Gemini wit will be tempered with genuine warmth today, making your communications especially effective and appreciated by those around you. As we look at the overall cosmic picture for you on April 28, 2025, Gemini, we see a day of enhanced communication, social connection, and creative potential. The challenges present mainly around financial discipline and managing unexpected changes are balanced by supportive aspects that boost your natural strengths and help you navigate any difficulties with grace and intelligence. The key to making the most of this day lies in harnessing your adaptability while remaining grounded enough to follow through on what matters most. Your lucky color today is yellow, which amplifies your natural Gemini energy and enhances mental clarity. Your lucky number is 5, representing change, adaptation, and freedom, all themes that resonate strongly with your sign and today's planetary influences. To maximize the potential of April 28, 2025, I recommend starting your day with a brief writing exercise to capture any dreams or insights from your sleep state, as Neptune's influence makes this connection particularly strong. Prioritize social connections and communications before noon when Mercury's influence is strongest. Save detailed financial planning or budget reviews for the evening when Saturn's disciplined energy can help you make more prudent decisions. Remember, Gemini, that while horoscopes provide general guidance based on celestial movements, you always retain free will in how you respond to these energies. Use today's favorable aspects to advance your personal goals while remaining mindful of the areas calling for extra attention or discipline. The stars are supporting your natural curiosity and communicative talents. Direct these gifts toward what truly matters to you, and this Monday could mark the beginning of significant positive developments in your life. On April 28, 2025, Gemini natives find themselves navigating a complex celestial landscape. The planetary positions on this day create a unique energy pattern that particularly influences your mental acuity and communicative abilities. Mercury, your ruling planet, is positioned in Taurus during this period, bringing a more methodical and practical approach to your typically quick-moving thoughts. This placement encourages you to slow down and consider the tangible implications of your ideas. There's a grounding quality to your communication today, allowing your words to carry more weight and substance than usual. The Sun, firmly established in Taurus, illuminates your 12th house of subconscious patterns and hidden insights. This positioning creates a spotlight on your inner world, potentially bringing to light psychological patterns that have remained below the surface. Dreams and intuitive flashes may carry significant messages today. The moon transits through Capricorn on this particular day, activating your eighth house of shared resources, transformation, and psychological depths. This lunar influence deepens your emotional connection to matters involving investments, intimacy, and the resources you share with others. You might feel more strategic and calculated about emotional exchanges. Venus graces Gemini itself on this day, creating a rare period where your personal charm and aesthetic sensibilities are heightened. This self-enhancing transit boosts your appealing qualities and can make you particularly magnetic to others. Your ability to express affection verbally receives an extra boost from this favorable position. Mars energizes Pisces, activating your 10th house of career and public recognition. This configuration brings a somewhat diffuse but creative energy to your professional endeavors. You may find yourself drawn to more intuitive approaches in your career path, possibly sensing opportunities before they become obvious. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, resides in Cáncer during this period, illuminating your second house of values, possessions, and self-worth. This beneficial placement supports financial growth and an expanding sense of personal resources. Material concerns benefit from this generous influence. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces, forming an important angle to your sun sign from your 10th house. This creates a tension between your natural adaptability and the need for structure in your professional life. Authority figures might seem particularly demanding during this period. Uranus in Gemini forms a direct conjunction with your sun sign, bringing unexpected developments and a revolutionary energy to your sense of self. This is a time of personal awakening and potential reinvention, though the sudden nature of these insights may feel disruptive. Neptune in Aries activates your 11th house of social connections and future aspirations. This placement can inspire idealistic visions about your place in the collective and bring a spiritual dimension to your friendships and group associations. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius, forms a harmonious air trine with your Gemini energy from your 9th house. This powerful configuration supports transformative mental journeys, perhaps through education, philosophy, or cross-cultural exchanges that fundamentally alter your perspective. The North Node in Pisces and South Node in Virgo create an axis across your 10th and 4th houses, suggesting that your evolutionary path involves balancing career ambitions with domestic foundations. This nodal arrangement encourages you to release excessive perfectionism in favor of more intuitive professional approaches. Chiron in Aries continues to work through your 11th house, potentially highlighting wounds related to group acceptance and future planning. The healing process involves embracing your unique contributions to collective endeavors. A particularly significant aspect on this day is the applying sextile between Mercury in Taurus and Neptune in Aries, which creates a fertile ground for inspired communication. Your words can carry poetic weight, and your receptivity to subtle information increases. This aspect supports creative writing, compassionate conversations, and spiritually informed decisions. Mercury also forms a challenging square to Saturn, indicating some potential obstacles in communication, particularly with authority figures or regarding career matters. Be prepared to revise your words carefully and provide evidence for your claims in professional settings. The Venus-Uranus conjunction in Gemini brings an electric quality to your personal presence and relationships. Expect the unexpected in matters of the heart, and be open to unconventional forms of beauty and connection. This powerful configuration in your own sign suggests a period where your personal reinvention has romantic implications. Jupiter in Cáncer forms a supportive trine to Neptune in Aries, creating a grand trine in water signs when including certain sensitive points in your chart. This configuration enhances psychic receptivity and emotional intelligence, allowing you to navigate interpersonal waters with unusual grace. Mars in Pisces squares the nodal axis, suggesting that your professional actions today have karmic implications. How you assert yourself in career matters connects directly to your evolutionary path and may trigger important realizations about your life direction. The overall planetary pattern for April 28, 2025, creates what astrologers call a mystic rectangle involving your communication houses, suggesting that information exchanged today carries special significance and may return to benefit you in unexpected ways in the future. For Gemini natives born near the cusp, late May, the planetary positions activate your solar return season, making this a particularly potent time for setting intentions about how you wish to express your mercurial gifts in the coming year. Those with Gemini rising will experience these planetary energies with even more immediacy, particularly the Venus-Uranus conjunction, which would fall directly in your first house of self and appearance, potentially bringing sudden changes to your look or personal presentation. The concentration of planets in earth and water signs creates an interesting counterbalance to your airy Gemini nature. While potentially feeling somewhat restrictive to your free-flowing tendencies, this elemental emphasis helps ground your ideas into practical application and emotional relevance. April 28, 2025 presents Gemini with a fascinating communication landscape as Mercury forms a trine with Jupiter in Aquarius. This powerful alignment heightens your already considerable verbal abilities and creates exceptional conditions for expressing your ideas. Your words carry additional weight today, resonating with unusual clarity and conviction. This is particularly evident in digital communications, where your message can reach farther than expected. With Mercury currently moving through your 11th house of networks and aspirations, conversations initiated now could connect you with individuals who share your intellectual curiosities and forward-thinking mindset. The cosmic configuration supports articulating complex concepts in accessible ways, a natural strength for your sign that's amplified today. Notice how readily others grasp your explanations, even when addressing intricate subjects. The moon in Libra further enhances this dynamic by creating a harmonious air trine with your sign, facilitating balanced exchanges where listening becomes as important as speaking. This receptive quality allows you to absorb information that might typically escape your attention. For Geminis involved in writing projects, this day offers a productive window where words flow with remarkable ease. Ideas that have been percolating in your subconscious suddenly find expression. A subtle Mars-Mercury aspect adds just enough intellectual tension to keep your mind sharp without overwhelming your thought processes. This creates ideal conditions for debates or presentations requiring quick thinking. Communication with siblings or neighbors, your third house connections, proves especially fruitful today. These exchanges may reveal unexpected opportunities or perspectives you hadn't previously considered. Social media contributions resonate more broadly than usual, potentially attracting attention from influential individuals in your extended network. Venus in your first house enhances your communication style with additional charm and diplomatic flair. You'll find yourself naturally avoiding confrontational language while still conveying your exact meaning, a delicate balance that comes more naturally today. For Geminis feeling communicatively blocked recently, this planetary arrangement serves as a beneficial reset, clearing linguistic pathways and restoring your characteristic verbal dexterity. Workplace communications benefit from your enhanced capacity to synthesize diverse viewpoints into coherent strategies. Team members recognize your ability to translate between specialized jargon and accessible explanations. Position yourself as the interpretive bridge within groups today. While Mercury's alignment supports brilliant flashes of insight, Saturn's distant influence reminds you to fact-check before broadcasting your conclusions. This planetary tension creates the perfect balance between inspiration and verification. Embrace both energies for optimal communication outcomes. The evening hours bring particularly favorable conditions for heart-to-heart conversations with partners or close friends, as the moon forms supportive aspects that encourage emotional transparency without sacrificing intellectual clarity. Remember that communication today isn't just about transmission, but also reception. Your ability to interpret subtle nonverbal cues is heightened, allowing you to read between the lines in ways that might typically challenge your more literal communicative style. For Gemini, April 28, 2025 brings a fascinating financial landscape as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your money sector. This planetary alignment creates a day of unexpected monetary opportunities and financial insights. Your natural communication skills are particularly enhanced when discussing money matters today. The position of Venus in your second house suggests potential gains through creative ventures or partnerships that you've been nurturing over the past 3 weeks. This isn't just about immediate money, it's about setting foundations for longer-term prosperity. The moon in Aquarius activates your ninth house of expansion, suggesting financial opportunities may come through educational pursuits, publishing, or international connections. Don't dismiss ideas that seem unconventional at first glance. With Saturn's influence from your career sector, financial discipline pays dividends today, especially if you're willing to invest time in strengthening your professional reputation. A subtle aspect between Mercury and Neptune indicates you should trust your intuition about financial matters, but verify details before signing any agreements. It's a day when your quick thinking can spot opportunities others miss, particularly around midday when the moon forms a sextile with Uranus. Digital currencies, technology investments, or innovative financial services hold particular promise. Your networking abilities are highlighted, and a conversation with a colleague or acquaintance could reveal a lucrative side opportunity. Consider allocating some time to review your budget and financial goals. The cosmic energy supports clear thinking about money. The day's numerology of 7 2 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 enhances your analytical abilities when it comes to financial planning. Be particularly attentive to communications around 3 p.m., when information received could have significant financial implications. The position of Mars in your solar chart suggests this is not a day for aggressive financial moves, but rather strategic positioning and information gathering. Any investments in communication tools, education, or travel could yield returns in coming months. Your financial keystone today is versatility, the ability to adapt to changing circumstances and to recognize value in unusual places. A financial matter that has been stalled since March may finally show movement. Pay attention to recurring patterns in your spending habits, as they reveal important information about your relationship with money. Evening brings clarity to a financial question that's been lingering. Jupiter's benevolent influence helps attract resources, but you'll need to take concrete action to fully benefit from this cosmic support. Consider discussing financial matters with siblings or neighbors, as they may have valuable perspectives to offer. The day's energy supports setting up automated saving systems or researching investment opportunities that align with your values. Mercury's position also enhances your ability to negotiate favorable terms, making this an excellent day to review contracts or discuss raises. Be mindful of a tendency to overthink financial decisions. Sometimes your first instinct is the most profitable. The final hours of the day favor organization of financial records and preparation for upcoming opportunities in May, when a significant financial transit will build upon today's energy. For Gemini, on April 28, 2025, the cosmos aligns to create several distinct fortunate areas in your life. With Mercury dancing through your communication sector in a harmonious angle to Jupiter, your natural gift for expression becomes a powerful asset today. Your words carry extra weight and charm, making this an exceptional day for presentations, important conversations, or any situation where you need to persuade others. The universe essentially hands you a golden microphone. Use it wisely. Financial opportunities appear through unexpected channels, particularly those involving collaborative projects or partnerships. The moon's position in your resource sector creates a fertile ground for monetary growth, especially when you follow your intuition rather than conventional wisdom. Pay attention to casual suggestions from colleagues or friends. What might seem like an offhand comment could actually point toward a lucrative opportunity. Your social sphere becomes another area of remarkable fortune. Connections made or strengthened today carry significant potential for future benefits. The people you encounter aren't random. They're cosmically aligned to offer something you'll need in the coming weeks. A particularly fortunate connection may occur with someone from an educational background or foreign culture who sees potential in you that others have missed. Creative endeavors receive celestial blessing as well. If you've been working on any project requiring imagination or innovative thinking, you'll find your mind exceptionally fertile. Solutions appear effortlessly, and your ability to connect seemingly unrelated concepts produces truly original results. This extends to problem solving in general. Your mind operates at peak efficiency when approaching challenges from unusual angles. Travel plans or arrangements made today enjoy special protection. Whether booking future trips or embarking on a journey, cosmic forces smooth your path. Unexpected upgrades, fortuitous timing, and pleasant travel companions are all more likely. Even short-distance travel proves more rewarding than usual, with valuable discoveries or connections waiting along the way. Information gathering is another highly favored area. Your natural curiosity leads you to exactly the knowledge you need at precisely the right moment. Libraries, bookstores, digital resources, and educational settings become treasure troves of exactly the information you've been seeking, sometimes without realizing it. Relationship healing occurs naturally today, particularly with siblings, neighbors, or casual acquaintances where minor tensions may have developed. The universe creates natural openings for reconciliation without awkward forced conversations. A simple gesture or well-timed comment can restore harmony effortlessly. Technology interactions enjoy special protection. Systems work smoothly, updates proceed without glitches, and that device that's been troublesome suddenly functions perfectly. If you've been postponing a tech purchase or upgrade, today's energy supports successful decisions in this area. Your mental agility reaches extraordinary levels, making this an excellent day for games of strategy, competitive activities requiring quick thinking, or situations where you need to process information rapidly. Your mind connects dots others miss entirely, giving you a significant advantage in any intellectual pursuit. Trust your mental instincts, they're cosmically enhanced today. Finally, teaching and mentoring activities carry special fortune. If you share knowledge or skills with others today, your guidance proves exceptionally impactful. Students or mentees grasp concepts more readily under your instruction, and the experience proves mutually rewarding, potentially opening doors to teaching opportunities you hadn't previously considered. On April 28, 2025, Gemini's social landscape takes on an intriguing dynamic as Mercury forms a favorable sextile with Jupiter. This creates an exceptional day for expanding your social circle and deepening existing connections. Your natural communication skills are amplified, making you especially magnetic in group settings. People are drawn to your ideas and perspectives today, positioning you as a natural facilitator in social gatherings. The moon in Libra forms a harmonious air trine with your sun sign, further enhancing your ability to create balance and harmony in relationships. This is not just a day for casual socializing, but for forming connections that could evolve into significant collaborative partnerships. Notice how easily conversations flow. This reflects Neptune's subtle influence, adding a layer of intuitive understanding to your interactions. You might find yourself connecting with someone on an almost telepathic level, especially around midday when the moon aspects Neptune. Social media platforms serve as particularly effective channels for your expression today. A post or message shared could reach someone important who resonates deeply with your perspective. Virtual connections made today have surprising staying power. For Geminis who have felt isolated recently, This cosmic alignment opens doors to new communities that appreciate your intellectual approach and versatility. There's a distinct possibility of reconnecting with a friend from your past, perhaps through an unexpected invitation or a chance online encounter. This reunion carries potential for rekindling a meaningful connection that serves your current life path. Your third house of communication is especially activated, suggesting neighborhood activities or local community events could yield valuable new contacts. Consider accepting invitations to gatherings within your immediate environment, even those that might initially seem outside your typical interests. Professionally, networking takes on strategic importance today. Colleagues and associates are more receptive to your ideas, making this an excellent time to float innovative concepts or propose collaborative projects. Notice who responds enthusiastically. They may become important allies in the weeks ahead. For Geminis in romantic partnerships, today favors socializing as a couple. Your combined energy creates an appealing dynamic that attracts interesting people into your shared sphere. If single, group activities rather than direct dating approaches yield better connections today. Someone introduced through mutual friends shows particular promise. Mercury's position suggests your words carry exceptional persuasive power, but Saturn's distant aspect reminds you to use this influence responsibly. Be mindful of overpromising in social situations. Authenticity in your connections serves you better than momentary popularity. Listen carefully to what isn't being said in social exchanges. Someone in your circle might be seeking your support without directly asking. Your natural perceptiveness allows you to detect these subtle cues if you remain attentive. The final hours of the day favor intimate gatherings rather than large events. As lunar energies shift, you'll find deeper satisfaction in meaningful conversations with fewer people than in maintaining surface-level engagement with many. For optimal social harmony today, embrace your natural curiosity about others. Ask thoughtful questions rather than focusing on impressing with your knowledge. This approach opens doors to connections that appreciate your depth rather than just your charm. Overall, April 28th offers Gemini an exceptional opportunity to strengthen your social foundations and expand your circle in ways that support your personal growth and long-term aspirations. For Gemini, on April 28, 2025, the cosmic energies are calling you to embrace strategic flexibility while maintaining clear boundaries. With Mercury forming a challenging square to Saturn today, your typical quick-witted communication style may encounter unexpected resistance. This isn't the universe working against you, but rather offering an opportunity to refine your approach. When expressing yourself today, take that extra moment to organize your thoughts before speaking. This slight pause could make all the difference between being misunderstood and making a powerful impact. The Saturn influence asks you to bring more structure to your naturally flowing ideas. Consider writing things down rather than relying solely on your mental agility. Your mind is spinning with possibilities, but discipline will be your greatest ally. The moon's position in Libra activates your creative fifth house, suggesting that artistic pursuits can serve as productive outlets for any mental tension. This is an excellent day to balance logical thinking with creative expression, perhaps through writing, visual arts, or even strategic games that engage both hemispheres of your brain. Jupiter's supportive trine to your sign indicates that wisdom comes through patience today. While you typically thrive on variety and quick transitions, the planetary advice strongly suggests committing to one important task before moving to the next. This approach may feel constraining initially, but will yield far greater results than your usual multitasking. In your social interactions, Venus is highlighting the importance of authentic connection over superficial networking. Rather than spreading your social energy across many brief exchanges, the stars recommend deeper conversations with fewer people. You might be surprised by what you learn when you truly listen. This is not a day for impulsive decisions, particularly those involving finances or commitments. The cosmic wisdom suggests sleeping on any major choices. Your perspective tomorrow will be clearer than today's. If you find your nervous energy building, physical movement will serve you well. A brisk walk while listening to informative content can satisfy both your body's need for activity and your mind's hunger for stimulation. Technology may prove frustrating today with the Mercury-Saturn aspect. Back up important files and practice patience with digital communications. Avoid updating software or making major tech purchases if possible. Your nutrition needs special attention today. Your ruling planet's position suggests your nervous system could benefit from magnesium-rich foods like dark leafy greens, nuts, and seeds. Stay hydrated, as your mental clarity is particularly sensitive to dehydration during this transit. For evening activities, the celestial guidance points towards structured social engagement rather than open-ended gatherings. A book club discussion, a class, or a dinner with a specific focus would align beautifully with today's energies. In relationships, practice the art of compromising without compromising yourself. This subtle distinction is highlighted by today's Libra moon, showing you how to find the sweet spot between accommodation and self-advocacy. If working today, tackle the most mentally demanding tasks before noon when your analytical abilities are at their peak. Save routine communications and simpler matters for the afternoon when Mercury's challenging aspect with Saturn intensifies. Be particularly mindful of your words with authority figures, or in professional communications. Precision and clarity will serve you well under this transit. The planets suggest that today is excellent for revising and refining rather than initiating. Your gift for improvement and adjustment is strongly supported, so review ongoing projects with a critical eye. Watch for a tendency to overthink simple matters. Set a timer when analyzing problems to avoid falling into mental rabbit holes. Above all, today's celestial advice emphasizes quality over quantity in all your endeavors. Your dual nature often seeks variety, but current planetary positions reward depth and focus. By honoring this temporary shift in cosmic energy, you'll develop valuable skills that complement your natural versatility. Tonight, create space for reflection before sleep. Mercury's position suggests that your dreams may contain important insights if you quiet your mind enough to receive them. Welcome to your Gemini daily horoscope for April 28, 2025. I'm seeing a fascinating celestial picture for you today, with several significant planetary movements influencing your sign. Let's dive into what the stars have in store for you, Gemini. Today features an intriguing cosmic setup with Mercury, your ruling planet, forming a trine with Jupiter in Libra. This creates an exceptionally favorable energy pattern for communication, learning, and social connections, all areas where you naturally excel. The Mercury-Jupiter trine opens pathways for intellectual growth and brings